Life of Crime is based on a book by Elmore Leonard, who is my favorite writer. It stars Jennifer Aniston, John Hawkes, Tim Robbins, a really wonderful cast, and it's about a woman who gets kidnapped and then her husband decides that maybe he doesn't really want her back, and it's a bit of a dark comedy crime thriller. It was a long process to option the script because I did something you're not supposed to do, which is I took a best-selling book off my bookshelf and I adapted it on spec. My writing process on Life of Crime was so different than my normal writing process because I didn't have to generate that much. It was more about editing and reordering. So just to start, I would take a scene that I liked and I decided, okay, let's see what happens if I take the dialogue from both characters and put it into my screenwriting software. And I thought, okay, this is a good scene. This is a scene you could have in an acting class. It was very clear what both people wanted. It was entertaining. Then I cut it down to a reasonable length, which in a movie is usually, I think anything over 3 pages better be a pretty important scene. The process of adapting it was uncommon because instead of trying to whittle it down to a script, I actually kept going back to the book and adding more sequences from the book because there was just good action in it that felt film-worthy, and people were like, why aren't you putting this great scene in your script? And then by the end of 8 days, I had something that wasn't the final product, but it was, a strong foundation for a script. It was a pretty good script because it was based on a fantastic book. The book was real actor bait. There were 7 just juicy roles that I thought actors would be really excited about. And then I was sort of the only negative aspect. Not that I was bad, but I wasn't a famous director. It wasn't clear that I'd do a great job. So I'd have to get in the room with them and sell them on the movie. And I don't think I met with anybody who didn't sign on. It was so clear how much I loved it and how great they'd be for it. When I made my low-budget previous feature, it was like a boot camp for this movie, meaning you had to, within a really strict amount of time, make the best possible compromises that you could without harming your movie too badly. That's what the process of making a movie is. People say, do you love production? Isn't this so cool? I'm like, no, every day is some minor heartbreaking decision that you have to do. And I like editing because it's all, I can't change what's been shot, but I get to improve upon it in editing, and that's really appealing to me. But it was a boot camp to just know how to make quick compromises on your feet and work with actors and certain egos and people, and on every level making a film was always helpful. But that movie was so low budget and so fast that nothing scared me after that. I think when I made movies in my early 20s, I was sort of copying other movies I had seen, and I felt like supporting characters was the first time I was looking within and saying something personal about myself. And it was very much just about my life and my girlfriend and my best friend and my profession, which could be navel-gazing, but I think for your first film, writing what you know, which is pretty good advice that most people ignore, is smart. You're just likely to make a better, more honest, more interesting film that doesn't have that whiff of, you don't know what it's like to be an assassin or a lawyer or somebody with a family going through a divorce. It's smart for your first one just to get your sea legs to write something, I think, close to you that you know about thoroughly. Life of Crime is coming out August 29th in the US in a lot of selected cities, and then VOD, video on demand, the same day. And it's exciting for me. It's my first movie that seems like it will be on the map. I've already gotten a sense that people are aware of it because of the cast and trailers and things that are coming out. So I hope it does well and I get to make more movies, but I'm also really proud of it and excited to share it with Leonard fans and Aniston fans and movie fans.